Just about to get underway here. You see Lucas Ravano, the senior captain, and the rest of the Penn Quakers for handshakes here. And Andy, this is going to be a really fascinating one to watch, right? Because visiting with Roger Rayner earlier this week and listening to the way that he was talking about this duel upcoming, he's as excited as anybody that Morgan State wrestling is back.
Well, it's a momentous occasion, not just for Morgan State, but for the wrestling community at large. To have a program that's been defunct now for about 25 years come back into Division I wrestling is huge. And when you're in HBCU and the only one competing in Division I, it's all the more significant. So you can feel the excitement here. You talk to people in the wrestling community and they are thrilled to see Morgan State back at it in Division I with Kenny Monday coaching. Who could ask for a better coach for the program? So just a really significant moment and a great moment for Morgan State to come to the Palestra here today, a historic arena, wrestle against a top 20 program, get a peek into what it's like to compete at the highest levels like Coach Monday wants to build the program towards.
And Andy, on the flip side for Penn, it's the final duel before the postseason and an opportunity to kind of get some of your guys tuned up, make some last-minute adjustments before postseason begins.
It's a huge time of year. You have a big focus on keeping your guys healthy. You've got EIWA conference championships coming up very soon, and then NCAAs after that. So the focus for this match is going to be, like you said, tightening up the screws, looking to improve on the things that you already do well. You won't have any wrestlers trying out anything completely new tonight. It's about improving the things that they're already doing.
We start at 125. Max Gallagher, the freshman, squaring off against fellow Frosh Julian Dawson. And before we started here, Andy, you talked about how excited you were to see Gallagher wrestle. Why is that?
Gallagher is a spark plug. He's just really exciting to watch, and to come in as a freshman and make the impact that he's been making, knocked off a couple really good ranked wrestlers. Super exciting for Penn. You can see he's already got his three, and he's locked up a cradle looking for more.
Yeah, this is big time trouble for Dawson here. Flipped onto his back points. There's 4.
Bit of an awkward cradle there. You can see that the Morgan State wrestler's arm was poked through. That's why he couldn't work for the fall, but he was able to get some near fall out of it.
Gallagher's a guy as a freshman who's been on the fringe of being ranked in and out there at the end. And you just get the impression that his future at Penn is as bright as any wrestler on the roster.
To come in as a true freshman and compete against Division I wrestlers at the level that he's been doing, and I know he's a 125-pounder, and a lot of them are kind of underclassmen, but to compete at the level he's got a really bright future at Penn if he just stays on the right trajectory.
And there's the escape for Dawson. Dawson will have his anklet reapplied there.
One of the things I love about Gallagher is he's just always attacking. And you see that a lot more now with some of the rule changes as he hits a beautiful dump there, gets another 3, so making the score 10-1.
Gallagher cuts him loose here. And something to note about this Morgan State program is that you are going to see a lot of freshmen up and down the roster, first year back. You know, not saying that juniors and seniors aren't welcome, but when you're looking at Kenny Monday's intentions, he's trying to build a program here. You're not looking for guys who are going to be here for a season or 2.
Not easy to do at any level, as you've got Gallagher here in on another single leg and working another 3. When I talked to Coach Monday before the match, he purposefully scheduled tough matches like this. And when you talk to him, he says, I'm scheduling losses. I'm looking to compete at the highest level so that my guys have a sense for what it's like to compete against the best wrestlers in the country, because that's the goal, to be one of those programs. So I really respect that, because you could start a new program and you'd wrestle against teams that you might have a better shot to beat in a dual meet, but that's not the way that Coach Monday approaches it, and you have to just respect the way that he's trying to grow the mindset of his wrestlers.
5 seconds left for Gallagher here to see if he can score.
2, 1.
And Dawson's going to get out of it here. But a big lead for Gallagher, who will start down in period number 2. You talk about scheduling losses, and it's such a difficult balance to strike if you're Kenny Monday, right? Because you don't want your program to start out demoralized in their first step. So you got to find some ways to find success early on while still scheduling these kind of iron sharpens iron situations.
Absolutely. And I think if you talk to Coach Monday, it's about building belief as much as it is building success and building wins. He wants to create an environment where these guys are used to competing against Warriors and to build his own Warriors. And he's not afraid to take a 2-18 record in his first year, because that's what it takes to build that sort of mindset.
3 back points incoming here. Dawson in danger.
4 more from Penn's Max Gallagher.
And there you go, the tech fall. Gallagher able to pick it up. Dawson battling very game, but Gallagher, as he's been for much of this season, too good.
Just a tough wrestler, nonstop attacking from the get-go. Chose the bottom position in the second period, got out immediately, went right back to his cradle. Just a tough guy, a guy that you're really excited to watch in conference championship.